Whoa! Fire! All right, this is our Wert VA-600 dual fuel coal or oil burner that we have in the basement, well, boiler. And since we don't really burn coal down here too much anymore, I figured it was time to clean up the old Beckett oil burner and stick it in there. So put a new nozzle in it, cleaned up the electrodes, set the gaps right on the electrodes, and blew everything out. I mean, the transformer looks like it's new. So it's in here. Plumbed the oil line in from the oil furnace that I haven't used in 15 years. So the only thing left to do now is wire this cable to where the stoker motor used to be wired, and it should fire up. Oh, I should probably disconnect the timer too, since you don't need a timer with an oil-fired boiler. One thing that's really weird about this is see if I can get in here. Maybe I can get in this way. The oil burner tube and the tube that it fits into are, I mean, they're like a 1/4 inch difference in diameter. So you have this big gap. I mean, you got these set screws on either side that hold it in, and there's this huge gap underneath because when you tighten the set screws, it pushes this pipe up to the top of this pipe, and then you've got like a 1/4 inch gap around there. It says in the manual to stuff that with furnace cement or boiler putty. I think we'll just run some silicone around it, some high temp, since that might get hot. And just got done brushing out the boiler and cleaning it up and everything. I'm not sure whether I should leave a bunch of ash in the pot to protect it from the oil fire, and also if there's nothing in the pot, the airway to the back of the stoker is, you know, open, so don't really want that either. So yeah, we might just fill it with ash or something. And there's the oil burner hole there. You can see the deflector, kind of. So we're near ready to fire this thing up. I took this chunk of stovepipe off, took it out, blew it with the leaf blower and compressed air and stuff, got everything out of that. I didn't want to take this part off. This is in pretty good shape. So what I did was I turned on the draft inducer fan full blast and kind of swept stuff into it, and then I put the leaf blower in here and blew it all up the chimney. So it's looking pretty clean there. So, all right, put the stovepipe back on it, finish wiring, and then we should be near ready to fire it up. Well, this is the oil tank I haven't used in 15 years. Last weekend I propped it up because it was, I just put the jack under it and put some dunnage under it so it wouldn't be leaning up against the house. So we're in good shape there now. And the old leaky valve, shut-off valve, is long gone, and the old crappy filter is long gone. So put in a new shut-off valve, new filter, and cleaned everything up. I blew compressed air from the basement up through these pipes before I connected them up, and got a bunch of stuff out. So it was a good thing we did that. So it should be pretty clear now. Now the only thing to do, this is almost empty. I mean, there's some oil in it, but not much. I'm going to put 5 gallons of diesel in it. so we can fire this thing up. This was heavy. There. That's as much as you're getting for now. Well, we're about ready to attempt the first fire on this oil burner. Everything's hooked up. The cable from the oil burner is connected to the switch that the stoker motor was connected to before. That's on the back here. Right now we have that off until we're ready to fire it. I actually have the draft inducer fan running a little below medium right now, just to, because I mean, I'm assuming that this is gonna make some stink, so we want a little bit of negative draft in the firebox, which we got about minus 0.02 right now, which should be pretty good. And really, what we gotta do is flick that switch in the back and it should come on. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Nothing. So, check to see if we got any fuel coming out of it. Out the bleeder. Some air. Let this gravity bleed for a minute. I guess we'll hit it again. Okay, let's try it again. Well, got fuel now, got a leak. So what's happening is currently got fuel spraying out of here, so I'm gonna have to pop that open and have a look. Okay, I had this thumb screw nut on backwards, and what that does is make it so the fitting can't seat properly. So screw it back together, see if it fires up then. Had to bleed the system out again, so hopefully we're leak free and have fuel flow. Whoa! Fire! I don't see any leaks. Okay, we're burning oil. Interestingly enough, it looks like it blew some of the slough off the top of the firebox right after it fired up. Like I said earlier, the stuff that's stuck on the sides and top of the firebox that I didn't get off will loosen up once you heat it up, which is exactly what happened, it looks like. Wow. Here it is after, I don't know, 10 minutes of running. Stack temperature is up a little over 350. Draft is about minus 0.02, minus 0.025, and the barometric dampeners opening. Now, you might not be able to see it in the shot, but it looks like there's a little bit of smoke coming out of it. So I guess we'll have to figure out how to adjust the mixture on one of these oil burners. I'm not going to touch it for now. I mean, we're going to let it run for, you know, get at least an hour of run time on it. Because I don't know what that is. Could be just the fact that the chimney hasn't been heated up in, I don't know, a long time. So it's been running for about close to an hour now. And it hasn't come up to temp yet. It's just coming up to about 150 right now. I backed down the draft inducer, so we are at a little more than minus 0.01, 0.015-ish on our negative firebox pressure. And the smoking out the chimney seems to have stopped, so that's good. The stack temp is pretty high. It's about 460 right now. So that's a bit higher than with the coal stoker running. It's and it's also taken a long time. If you were firing this up on coal, it will have met the set point, you know, within the first half hour after you first fire it up, if you don't have a lot of loads on it. The only thing we have is the indirect water heater, which doesn't really take that much heat, in one radiator down here just to give it a little load. I just shut off the radiator because it's obviously taken long enough to get a good long run out of this thing. But the aquastat is set at 155, so it should turn off at 160 if we did everything right. So that's it. Came up to 165, shut off. Maximum stack temperature got up to about, I think, 470, 460 or 470. And the draft worked perfectly, no leaks. Everything looks good. Stack temperature's heading down now. So after a couple of mistakes, we have an oil burning Van Wert. Should get an oil delivery on Friday. This will heat everything else. It'll heat the domestic hot water, the house, and the garage. So that'll be all for now.